What's up, guys? Welcome back, and we're gonna continue our journey through the Harada Estates now. We just went and picked up our last gourd seed. Coming through this area, you're gonna want to make sure you at least have the loaded axe because there's gonna be some shield dudes up top. But other than that, I like rolling with the shurikens in case I need to make some space. First thing you want to do is hop up here. Just make sure I'm not missing any items. Yeah, you're gonna hop up here. So following up the staircase, you can fight your way across, but you can also come around this backside. And the two enemies here. Get the big one, that way you don't have to deal with him and his axe. Go ahead, just smash through this guy. And you should still stay silent because we went ahead and upgraded our Shinobi Presence to be level 2. So, should be relatively quiet while we're coming through these areas. Saying that, I just got seen. Oh, there's an archer up there, okay. Alright, so what we're going to do is clear this out first. And then there's two guys on the stairs. Go ahead and knock that out. Again, you can come through here and be stealthy. Doesn't make it any less annoying. There's no benefit to either one. I guess getting to the top of here, there's some tough enemies, but not tough enough to where you would have to like use all your gourds on it. So just jump up here and deal with the archers first. As you can see, the archers, they can be super annoying, but as long as you have your regain your health, I forgot what it's called. Holy moly. Holy crap. I got stun lock with fire. Use one of our res nodes. Get this guy real quick. It's ridiculous. Alright, there we go. Alright, so deal with this. A lot of times when you're clearing out normal enemies, you just kind of want to rush through them so badly that you don't really pay attention to the ebb and flow like you're supposed to. Head back here. There's an item up top. Dowsing powder. So I picked up a ton of dowsing powder while I was doing my farm that I think it was last episode or the episode before that I showed. I picked up an absolute ton of pellets and dowsing powder during that farm. So dowsing powder is good for these areas with fire. Kind of makes it so that the fire doesn't catch on you as quick, and it reduces the damage you take. Alright, so now we have a big fella and then two shield fellas, and there's no real way of getting around dealing with these. So the best way I know to do it is pull out your Shinobi axe, let this guy run up, he's going to do his thing, and then we're going to go deal with the shield guys real quick. Just one hit from the axe breaks their shield. If you're running the Demon Bell or the Charmless run on this, and you're kind of using this as a 100% walkthrough while you do that, the shield doesn't always break. Oh, damn, I missed that. The shield doesn't always break on the first use of the Shinobi axe, so just be prepared. Now, for big dudes like this, just time their posture swings, and it'll eventually break, and just like that, pretty simple, right? So it's less about just piling on with attacks and more about just dealing with them correctly with the posture breaks. Alright, so now that we've reached the top, we're not going to go up here yet, but this is how you get to the conclusion of the Harada Estates. There's one more area beyond that, but we are about to go fight what, for me, was the hardest enemy in the game up until this point, and he's probably still going to be relatively difficult. Again, coming up on the water, you're going to be looking for those carps real quick, so we'll do a quick swim. Find out if there's any carps in here. I believe there's one. Yep, there we go. So there's a carp. Make sure you get the scales from the carps every chance you get. Boom. And okay. So, is there another one? There might be another one. Sometimes they swim under the water and you have to kind of catch them when they pop back up. Might have just been seeing things though. Alright, anyway, we're going to move on. One last little quick look. No treasure carps. Alright, so you come down in this area, jump in the pool, come on the top side of the pool. Contact medicine. Go ahead and read that. That's the first one I picked up, I think. Yeah, contact medicine. So it's a weak poison status. Abnormality is inflicted upon consumption. but inflicting a weak poison on oneself, all other forms of poison become ineffective. So basically, this is going to give you a small amount of poison, but it's going to stop other stronger types of poisons from taking effect, and it's going to come in handy with one of these bosses here, and then they also come very much in handy later on in the game. Alright, so there's a shinobi prosthetic up here. This is the 3-story pagoda that the merchant that was a thief told us about. However, there's a guy in purple up there, and these guys are going to become regular enemies later on in the game, but they are going to be this one's going to be very difficult because of his moveset. So you're going to want to parry everything and then punish and make sure you get the perilous strikes, right? So he's going to do like a series of posture breaking kicks, and it will break your posture pretty quickly. The goal here is to make sure that you just keep the pressure on him every time he misses. Oh, I got kind of lucky right there. It's all about pressure for these guys, right? So timing those deflections is very important, and we got some scrap iron, but just make sure that as soon as you get a good deflection, you're not waiting and trying to play too defensively. You want to keep that pressure up because their posture drops very slowly or very quickly unless their health is low, and the only way to get their health really low is to play a game of attrition with them. So just kind of make sure you're jumping over the sweep, you're countering the thrust, and deflecting when you can. Alright, so Mist Raven's feathers. A bundle of Mist Raven feathers can be fitted to the shinobi prosthetic to create a prosthetic tool. In Usi Forest, far to the north of Ashina, live many mysterious birds of prey. The Mist Raven is the only one to have eluded capture by all those who have tried. Should you somehow manage it, you'll find it gone, only feathers in your grasp. So this is a very overpowered prosthetic tool that doesn't get used enough, in my opinion. I'm going to kind of show you guys how to use it, and we're going to use it a little bit throughout the game, but specifically on the final boss, and I did not know this, this thing is insanely strong. So later on in the game, there's going to be some enemy attacks that are going to involve like lightning and whatnot, and by utilizing, I knew there were, oh, it's underwater, okay. So there's a carp down here, but it's underwater, so we'll have to come back once we get the ability to dive under the water. But yeah, so it's when they can start using the lightning against you. I did not know that the Mist Raven counteracted the lightning, and then I was just kind of frustrated on the final boss, and I did it accidentally, and it just worked. I don't know why I was running back down this way. Gonna go ahead and start heading up the stairs. So while we're getting up here, there's going to be a little talking scene. The next game I'm going to be covering is kind of up in the air. I'm between Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. I've beaten Bloodborne, but that was years ago, so it would be kind of more of a let's play because it's been so long. And then Demon Souls or Dark Souls 3, I didn't beat all the DLC, and I now have all the DLC, so I would have to go back and start from scratch on that one. But let me know if you guys have any ideas on what you would rather see.
It's you. I'm afraid I made a bit of a blunder. Perhaps the years have finally caught up with me. Don't bother tending to my wounds, no point. It's too late. Wolf, you must take this.
Alright, so the Hidden Temple Key. The key to the Hidden Temple in the Harada Estate is given by the Owl. The secret temple is located in the very back of the Harada Estate. 2. The Lord is absolute. Defend him with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost.
The key to the secret temple in the estate mansion. You'll find him. The divine heir. Going through the front is not an option. You'll never get past the fire.
Yes, sir. Perhaps the cliff's just outside of here.
Yes. Return to the estate entrance. You look for a side road along the cliffs. Take the back entrance through the cemetery. That's your way in.
Understood.
Wolf, never forget the Iron Code.
Yes.
The Master is absolute. Wolf, protect your master with your life.
Father.
Alright, so the fire kicks up pretty strong now.
Head to my left and follow the cliff. If I go through the cemetery, there will be a path to the inner estate. Leave it to me, Father.
Alright, so that was Sekiro's father that found us in the opening cutscene. Basically, looks like he was ambushed during the attack, and he's not going to make it. So we can't take this path here. So what we're going to do is take this path along the tree line. I cannot remember. Here, we're going to go for it anyway. See if there's anything in this water. Should be a carp. Usually there's at least a carp in every piece of water, but if not, it was still worth checking out. No treasure carp. Alright. Waste of time. See if we can get back up. Alright, so we're back here. Just gonna have to run all the way back around. Not a huge deal. It's always worth it in Souls games, especially when you're trying to do like a 100% completion, or if you only want to play through the game once and you're trying to avoid having to do multiple runs. Make sure that you are exploring even areas that seem kind of redundant, like you're not supposed to be there. It's worth dying once or twice in order to try to find all the secrets. I remember in Dark Souls 1, they had a bunch of hidden doors that you had to just kind of swing at walls, and eventually sometimes you would find a hidden door. So things like that, you know, kind of make the game more interesting, somewhat interesting, I guess. Alright, where was the path? Can we come this way? I think we could jump off from here. Oh, falling in the water. Taking that splash damage. Here we go. Alright, cool. So, go ahead and drink a healing gourd. We're back up here. Gonna be like a back entrance to the estates here. So, best bet is just to sneak through, pull out your shinobi axe. There's gonna be a shield guy around here somewhere. Go all the way to the back. Some more guys talking. This guy way in the back here. You don't want to pressure him first. Always take out the arrows first. Shield guys are a joke. You can just smash through them. And then big sword guy. The fire guys are super annoying. Here we go. There we go. And finally. Harada Estates was really fun the first time I played through, and it's kind of wore itself out on me. Alright, cool. So we're going to come through here. We're going to do a little jumping. I will go back and get the Mist Raven feathers, but I'm going to wait till I get to the next sculptor idol. That way I don't have to re-clear that entire area. And as you can see, the whole place is on fire here. So, check around the corner real quick. Make sure I didn't miss any items. Nope. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we're going to rest here. Head back. Get the Mist Raven feathers unlocked. That way I can kind of show some of the good uses for it. We got one more mini boss. Yeah, one more mini boss and then one more main boss in this area. The main boss in this area is a hard wall for a lot of people, so kind of show you guys some ways to make it easier. Alright, I don't have any gourd seeds, and no new dialogue. That's cool. I like the way the axe looks on the prosthetic.
You need something?
Alright, any new dialogue? Nope. And fit new tool. Miss Raven. And I'll show you guys what the Miss Raven does once we get back in combat. Where's the upgrade for it? Alright, flame vent. Alright, cool. So in order to completely max out the prosthetic tools, you are probably going to want to use the demon bell. It's just going to make rare drops a lot more common in your farming areas. So, you know, at some point I will do a few demon bell runs, do some high level farming areas where they drop some rare items, and I'll probably use like the balloons for items and send. I'll show you guys those runs when we get up on them, but for right now, don't worry about any of that. I'm going to go ahead and select our Miss Raven and start down this way. Now, this is not an area where you want to really test your luck in. There's a ton of enemies, right? And they can all be avoided. And the mini-boss, just keeping with the theme, can be killed from stealth. Well, at least one death blow before you have to fight him straight up. And that's really going to help because he has a ton of health. He's one of those bosses that just never seems to want to die. So getting that first stealth death blow on him is really going to help you out. Run across the middle. Now the boss is right through there, but what we're going to do is we're going to clear a little route on the outside. Go down here first. Break contact from the guys who already saw me. I think that there's an item somewhere in here. Yeah, so there's an item inside, but can't reach from out here. Okay. Not sure why they included this outdoor area. Alright, so we're going to sneak through this building and clear kind of backwards to the boss. So this guy was actually waiting in like an ambush. So you're going to deal with him and then deal with this guy trying to call his homeboys over. Boom, they're down. Let's grab the item. Another coin purse, which is nice. Come around this way. Alright, so you got 2 shield bros and 3 enemies out here. So what we're going to do is stealth. Gonna run immediately over, kill shield bro. And we're gonna run away. Don't waste your time trying to fight them all, especially if they pull some shit like that where they stun lock you. Just get away. Come on, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna just wait till they reset before I res. I don't know why it took so long for Sekiro to get off that death blow, but bring him into the hallway. This is definitely one of my least favorite setups. Bring the big guy down the hallway, and let's go deal with these guys. Man, I'm just straight up not having a good time right now. Alright, we're gonna reset, get in the water. Now I got dudes on both sides. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Boss is reset. There we go. Alright, back to doing parrying. Let's go. A lot of times in the game, you'll kind of lose focus on the flow of combat and kind of lose the discipline in parrying and try to just smash through. That's definitely what you want to avoid doing. So we're going to bring Jizu around here. Now he's a big drunk bastard and he likes to spit a bunch of poison on you. And he'll coat his sword in poison, which is why we picked up all the antidotes and whatnot on our farm runs. But we're going to go ahead and reset him real quick. Of course, another guy sees me. There's a ton of enemies in this area, so if you pick them up, sometimes you just got to deal with it. I don't feel like going all the way back to the statue, and I know I can one-shot Jesus, so... Alright, cool, so... Jesus over there, he's trying to find us. What we're going to do is we're going to get our stealth kill in on him, and then we are going to run, and there's a guy here who will actually help you. We're going to run over and talk to him while Jesus is recovering, and he's going to help us fight, and it'll make the boss fight much, much easier. So, pop our poison, and here we go. So, and it didn't give me the prompt. So it looks like we're fighting the old-fashioned way. Oh man, it's a cursed run right here. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah, best to reset the area anyway. I don't know why that was so rough. Feels like the prompts weren't working. Alright, so about time I died so we can see the cutscene.
So, you're awake. Your death is not your fate. Just yet.
Alright, so that's what I meant by a true death. So, rot essence, sculptor, somewhere a pain, cough rings out continuously. The man who coughs zealously sculpts statues of Buddha to avoid being consumed by the building flames. Owning this item reduces one chances of receiving unseen aid, and then the timid maid as well. So, they all have dragon rot. So, I've already kind of discussed dragon rot, but you'll see now he's coughing.
Dragon rot. The stagnation overflows and spreads. A disease that leads eventually to death.
What are you talking about?
You don't need to worry about me. I'm not normal, you see. It's difficult for me to speak now. Ask Emma about the rest.
Alright, so we'll go talk to Emma.
Have you seen the sculptor lately?
Yes. He's...
All I know is what Dogen told me long ago. That the dragon's heritage can bestow the power of resurrection. However, it is not any ordinary power. Repeated use leads to stagnation, which will eventually reach a point where it overflows. This causes those who do not have the power to become sick, a disease known as dragon rot. He knew much about it, but even so, he was unable to determine a cure. Forgive me.
Is there a way to treat this dragon rot?
I do not know. However, it must be stopped. I am unsure But the first step is to look through my mentor's research and see if I can discover a way.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Alright, so let's go handle Jizu. I need to get that out of my system. But yeah, so when you truly die, and that was the first time I've truly died, basically it gives you dragon rot, or it gives everyone dragon rot. After a certain amount of deaths, you know, more people will get it, and you have to cure it. So Emma's gonna kind of have a side mission where we deal with that, but we're not planning on doing too much dying, so we're gonna get back into it. I missed 2 stealth prompts there. That was really weird. I'll blame it on the Panda Express I just ate, making me lethargic. Here we go. So even though these guys seen us, we're gonna run across the rooftops and then hop down and get far enough away where it doesn't matter if they saw us or not. And we're gonna go back to doing our stealth clear before we go and get the boss. So again, get your axe out. And I'm gonna actually focus on making sure I'm deflecting all this bullshit now. And you'll see what I mean by, like, later on the enemies will be much more difficult to handle, and it'll actually force you to be very proficient with dealing with deflecting. But a lot of these early bosses or early enemies kind of make it to where you almost, I mean, it sounds like an excuse, but you stop paying attention just because you want to get it done with. Alright, that's 2 of them down. 1 more. Alright, so now I'm going to reset Jizu. And here's the bro that's going to be helping us. Alright, so Jizu has been reset. I'm going to actually get rid of this and Papa Akos right after I assassinate. Make sure we get the prompt. Alright, so that's 1. Pop Akos sugar. And then let's go talk to our friend here. Basically, he says, let's fight together. And there's his poison breath. It will build up poison extremely quick on you. I swear to God, I hit jump right there. I don't know what. And if you dodge to his right, your left, right when that grab happens, you'll avoid it just like I did. It's just super annoying because Jizu and the other bosses like this, they swing extremely slowly, so it throws your timing off. But that's Jizu right there. Okay, so we got the unrefined sake. It's a bottle of cloudy unrefined sake. Sake is a drink meant for sharing. The cloudy sake is one of Ishin's favorites. And of course the prayer bead. So pay attention to those sakes that you pick up because they unlock extra dialogue. And we just picked up a whole bunch of stuff there. So it's 1 more boss and we kept bro alive. So see what he has to say.
That fight was hard on the soul body. Go on ahead.
Alright, cool. So he's just he's the one time someone helps you with a boss in this game, and for some reason it was here. After this, you will not get help from anybody. Some more dowsing powder. There's a ton of items in here that are hidden, so I'm gonna go through and pick all those up. Knock these guys down. You know, sometimes it feels so smooth and easy, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's weird. Come on. Alright, more oil, and then hug wall. And it's a hidden wall. So you come through here. Balloon of wealth, which is awesome. Coin purse, which is awesome. And if I am not mistaken, divine confetti, which is another. I'm gonna show you a place to farm divine confetti, and it's gonna give you a ton of it. But divine confetti is super strong in this game. And then another prayer bead. All right, so I think that might even be our 4th prayer bead. I'm not 100% sure. We'll check when we get to the sculpture. There's a couple more items that we got to pick up. This is also a pretty decent farm area, not because there's a ton of enemies, but because it's fairly quick to run it. So if you're looking for something that's quick, you can come to this sculpture, run through here, assassinate everyone, run back, redo it, and carry on. So this is going to offer you basically the same thing that the wealth balloon does, except it's going to increase the amount of resurrection power you gain from killing enemies. So there's a lady over here we got to talk to. Go ahead and rest. No, we only have 3 out of 4 prayer beads. Go ahead and buy some more spirit emblems. Oh, we're full. Okay. So come talk to this lady.
Is deep in the mansion. My son, Inosuke, went to rescue him. So he's probably fine, but you never know. The young master might need you, Rogue Shinobi. Go to him, will you?
And let's make sure there's no dialogue.
Rogue Shinobi.
Alright, cool. So basically, this is the old lady that gave us the bell in the first place, and that's where she remembered us from. Her son is going to be up here towards the front. There's one enemy we got to take care of. Alright.
You, the young masters. I wouldn't go in there if I were you. Dreadful illusion techniques. Without a snap seed, it cannot be overcome. Take this. It's not much, but it's what I have.
Alright, so he's going to give you Snap Seed, and this is used to clear illusion. So if an illusion occurs, it is because someone created it to crush the phantoms and return to reality. One must defeat the creator of the illusion. Snap Seeds can be of great help in that regard.
Listen.
He's going to basically tell you that using the Snap Seeds, because there's illusions ahead, and he was Kuro's guardian. So gonna take the floor off. Let's make sure we got everything, because this is a pretty tough boss fight. So we're gonna make sure we have the shurikens. And we don't really need the sugar. Divine confetti is useful here, but definitely want to make sure we have snap seeds on for this fight. Alright, so Lady Butterfly is the boss. Make sure you have your shurikens. It's gonna make this fight much easier. This is going to be the first real hard check on your deflection. Now there's a couple ways to go about this by making it super simple. You can just kind of step around her after her attack and get some free hits, but you're not going to really have that perfected, and it's not really fun. So I'm going to show you guys how to kind of beat her straight up.
My lord. Illusion technique.
It's been a long time, son of Owl.
Lady Butterfly. Leave us.
Who are...
Do what must be done.
Didn't realize this episode was running so long. Try to get her in one go. If not, I'll just pause to the next episode. Pretty cool cutscene though.
Now then, son of Owl, shall we dance?
You won't need the snap seeds until her second phase, so the first phase is all about sword play. Alright? So this is going to kind of teach you about posture. and you're gonna get into the rhythm. As soon as she deflects, be ready to deflect. So she deflected, boom, I'm ready, and we're gonna just kind of go through this dance, right? And eventually she'll do a perilous attack like that. Just be looking for it. Shurikens as soon as she jumps, and she does that flip, it'll knock her right out of the sky. She'll throw her own shurikens, and she is very quick, so. Here we go. Uses shurikens every time she jumps. Keeps her posture up. Oh my goodness, I forgot to jump. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode. Nah, actually, I think I can get her. I didn't realize how much harder this game was while you're trying to record. Sometimes she'll just do a flip and she won't actually go anywhere. Alright, yeah. Alright, so we're going to pause the episodes here. We'll pick up with Lady Butterfly in the next episode.